Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, December 13th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is any breakdown is evolution in process. Stay in the moment to moment. Moment to moment is your mastery process in and through this energy today. So, today, we are down to 6 full days of Saturn in Sagittarius before Saturn shifts into Capricorn. Yes, the countdown is on. And let me be fair and say that technically it's closer to 7 because it will be later in the day and even on the 20th that it does shift for some people. But I for my personal well-being, am very happy calling it as 6 full days. So there is that. We're in this countdown, and that's how we begin this astro today. We have the moon in Libra connecting to Saturn. Saturn at 29 degrees. Now, Saturn at 29 degrees in Sagittarius is setting us up for a new knowledge base, a new knowledge foundation. And one of the things that just popped into my head as I was, sitting down with this astro is one of the things that I've been talking about quite a bit with the Libra energy. And it's something that my friend Maya, I hear her say, I hear you in my head, Maya. The feminine is taking the lead. And so this is really about, instead of getting so caught up in the knowledge that we have, what is that word that I want to reach for with that? The knowledge that we have championed, which has its place in the world. But beyond that is that yin intuition. And it's that we want to take the lead. We want to set aside everything that we know, because everything that we know is kind of creating cages, kind of creating blocks, kind of creating glass ceilings that isn't letting us rise as much as we can. The feminine is taking the lead, and not in a masculine way, and not in the yang way. The feminine is taking the lead by letting our intuitions bubble up to the surface and show up. And this is the lesson as the moon connects to Saturn at this final degree of 29, that part of your mastery is learning to get into that energy and allow it to come forward. So it's a big lesson in and through that. Besides that, we then have the moon shift into Scorpio. I know it shifts pretty early, but I didn't actually look and see what time. It shifts at 5:58 a.m. Pacific time into Scorpio. So you may have that little power down time as the moon shifts gears into Scorpio. Now, with the moon into Scorpio, we are building into the dark of the moon. And dark moon in Scorpio can be dark. It can be those deep, dark caverns. So be very aware of any shadows that are coming up. Now, also feeding into these shadows today, we are in our final revolution evolution day of Sun in Sagittarius. We have the Sun moving from 21 degrees to 22 degrees today. So 21 is that expansion, and then we hit the glass ceiling, and we're like, how's my yin gonna come through and guide me? Well, that's the energy mantra. Breakthrough is part of the evolution process. You have to know where you're stuck and maybe have some breakdowns there in order to move through. Stay in your moment-to-moment mastery. 22 is a master level energy. Stay in that mastery. Keep listening to yourself to help push you through that. It's not really glass. It's like plastic. It's like plastic wrap. We are breaking through that plastic wrap and through this energy. Now, this is where you have to be vigilant, I feel like, today in the energy. We have the moon conjunct Mars. And every cycle around, anytime we have the moon conjunct Mars, I warn you, temper tantrums could happen. Mars wants what it wants. In fact, I was hearing Veruca Saltz, but Daddy, I want it now. Like that kind of energy coming through. The moon can tune us into our shadow, especially moon in Scorpio. So this connection may highlight your desires, and there could be temper tantrums over you're not giving me the lollipop, I'm not breaking through the glass ceiling, I want these things now, but Daddy, I want it now. Tune into your desire, tune into your motivation, and nurture yourself into that. Nurture yourself in and through your deepest desires. In fact, I love from the Universe Has Your Back, the card I pulled, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. No temper tantrums necessary. However, also realize at the same time, if that energy is coming out through you, it may need some healing, clearing, breakdown, expression to move past it. But you don't have to get stuck in them. But Daddy, I want it now, Veruca Salt kind of energy. Not necessary. So listen in, pay attention to that. But that connection of the moon and Mercury is 2 degrees. That is nurturing. So it will be nurturing yourself and nurturing your desires that will break you through that glass ceiling or plastic wrap ceiling, for that. All right. So that's it astro-wise. But remember, last week of Saturn and Sagittarius, there are big lessons. We are unlearning. Things are coming in. Venus is now hovering in the middle of Venus and Mercury. So, did I say Venus is? Lilith is. So, Lilith may have some say in and through this Moon-Mars connection. There may be some words spoken. Just really stay in your integrity. That's one of the biggest lessons of Saturn in Sagittarius, as well as learning a new way of this adventure. But staying in your integrity. The yin is grounded in integrity. That's a new thing. The yin is grounded in integrity. I will have to explore that. I have not heard that, but I like it. All right, so the cards. The first card that I pulled came popping out, the Fool. This is a new journey. This is a journey of the yin. We're being guided, but there is some fallout. There is some breakdown. There is some evolution that needs to happen. In this card, what I always think of, these lightning bolts, it's all centered around the head. So this is really ego process that is being broken down, broken through. So really pay attention, notice that, because there's still some trust issues and there's still some illusions that are keeping us from our full healing emotional flow that we want to be in. So you may have some of these coming up, especially in regards to your path and how you're moving forward. So just tune in and keep bringing forth the healing process that wants to come through for you. Now, I also love the final card from the Sacred Traveler deck. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. This is going to be another way of your way through any of the breakdown, any of these energies. Use cleansing, cooling waters to help heal you and help you get in that flow and help you break through any of those plastic wrap ceilings that you may be coming up against as you tap deeper into your yin, and let your inner yin, which we all have, male, female, wherever you are on the spectrum, we all have that inner yin, and it's time to let her rise and lead. Let your intuition lead. Let your soul lead. Be soul-led instead of society-led. That's going to be one of these big shifts that we're going to be working on with Saturn and Capricorn. So, that's it for today. Cleansing waters. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart. There is enough love in the universe for you. There is enough love in the world for you. There is enough love on this earth for you. There's enough love in this moment for you. And the better it gets, the better it gets. Namaste.